seems like everything's good. Everything's... sorry about that. Everything's alright. Well, I have to check a few things. This... Yep, okay. This is... I know I said last time is the last stream, but this has to be the last stream, you know? I did a little bit of farming off stream, like a little bit. Like, you know, sometimes people say a little bit instead of a lot. It's like, no, it's a little bit. It's like, you know, there is an achievement, I believe, for having every archetype maxed out on main character. And that's something I'm gonna be doing on my off time. I made a save file for it. You know, I'm pretty close, you know. Like, okay, actually, I would say I'm like half done, to be honest. Like, this is way faster than all of this. Yeah. But other than that, my party, they're ready. They're basically ready. They have everything I need from them, I believe. Let's see, first off, we have Hulkenberg. Oh. Good thing I checked. We have Hulkenberg on Royal Knight, like Ben Patra de Kunda Magic, Link, Matarukaja, all this stuff. Then we have Juna on Royal Mass Dancer, of course, with Vidyartha, Dekaja, and an item connoisseur for healing, mostly, and Shield Blessing. Honestly, don't really need Shield Blessing for a final fight. Is there anything better that I can use? Strike Dodge, actually, yeah. Give her Strike Dodge. Just in case, you never know. And she's using the General Mask, because I think that's the best mask. I'm gonna say it, I think it's the best mask, even though it's not, it's like a purple instead of a gold. Macharokaja is just goated to have. She has Megiddo and Frigid Fortress tactic, which is nice for ice spamming with someone else perhaps, you know. Implanting weaknesses is very strong. And she does good damage with it as well. You know, when like you don't have anything really to do with her, just plant an ice weakness on someone. Give an extra turn to someone else later. And then of course we have Basilio, who's has a bunch of passives like Strike Boost, Critical Trade, Heat Up, and Short Range Boost. Yeah. He's also... and he's just... I was really thinking between like Basilio on Royal Berserker and Stroll on Warlord. And I ended up thinking they're both about doing the same thing, and that is doing more damage. And I think Basilio by himself provides more damage than the buffs that Stroll could provide as Warlord, really. Okay, this debuff. She does have the Kunda, good. Do you have the Kaja? Yes, she does. Okay, good. Wow. Yeah, I think.
Oh, you'll come
it's
again.
time for us to go. Oh my. I am not ready. I mean, I think I'm too ready for the final fight, but like in here, I'm not ready. Also, fun fact, I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing on my first ever stream of Metaphor. You know, full circle moment and all that. But yeah. Oh boy, here we go.
Look!
We should be able to proceed from here. It's connected to that odd light, I suspect.
Yep.
I can feel his magma from here. When we cross, Luis will be waiting.
At last.
At last. The time has come to decide the true victor. This will be the final time we fight Luis. Can we fight him like 3 more times? Like, I mean, I dumpstered him the other time I fought him. Like, the other 1 or 2 times we fought him, I dumpstered him.
I'll definitely...
We can't allow the royal magic to be used for destruction. It's up to us to stop him. So let's bring the curtain down and end this farce once and for all.
Should we keep going?
Oh, wait. Okay, did I just... oh, wait, never mind. I'm stupid. For a second I thought, wait, are the characters in your party the ones talking? And then I realized, wait, Stroll isn't in my party. What am I talking about? Let's end this. I mean, the game is already showing you which party you want, and I'm like, wait. No, sorry, I'm using Basilio for this. I think Basilio has a more of a personal reason than Stroll as well.
Yeah.
Right, let's go. Wait. But is Stroll actually okay? Is Stroll actually not in my party, or? Oh well, there he is. Huh?
I confess,
Oh.
I did not believe you would actually survive the gauntlet.
Oh, please. Think about what you're trying to achieve. Nothing could stop us from getting to you.
I can accept that you hate injustice. Maybe we do share that. But I have to ask, Luis, why go to this extreme? Is it because you're elder? You saw your village destroyed for petty, evil reasons. Is this revenge?
Revenge? Ludicrous. That would accomplish nothing. An entire tribe does not become so derided to the point of genocide by authority figures alone, but by the vice of the society in which that ignorance is born. Indeed. It would be equally petty of me to take only the heads of the few familiar guilty. For my own satisfaction, no less. No. I would not repay injustice with injustice.
Then why? You drew the entire nation into your scheme without hesitation. If not revenge, then what would compel you to such ends?
Ambition. But oh my god, I really like Luis as a villain. He's a good villain, truly. He's just straight up an asshole. I love that, you know. But he has a point in his own twisted way. That's what I love. But I mean, every good villain I think should have a point in their own twisted way. But he's unapologetic about it as well. He's not making up any excuses.
It is true that I was born in the ancient sanctum, but I never held any fondness for that place. The Elder have long lived in hiding, clutching the truths of the world to themselves alone. A tribe of doors locked and secrets encoded. I wanted to change that isolation. And then, at long last, a man from outside the village came to visit.
The king.
None other than your father, Prince.
That's...
Though royalty, he dreamed that the tribes might stand side by side as equals. And he rejected none of our village's history, however inconvenient to his worldview. I saw him with the eyes of a child. And for the first time, I felt a dream stir. Were there more idealists like him in the world outside? Was my life of hiding at an end? Under the canopy of that gloom-thick forest, all I wanted was to leave, and live upon the open plains beneath a wider sky. That was all.
But
As for what happened to the ancient sanctum afterwards, it is a story you've already been told.
It was set aflame and crushed beneath the church's heel. The Sanctist warrior monks and ordinary guardsmen alike, all in the palm of Forden's hand.
Neighbors and kin I'd known all my life were soon nothing but ash on the wind. Too quick to realize their own deaths. I was but a child, trembling before a wall of fire. It was a massacre. It had nothing to do with any hate on either side, or retaliation for any perceived offense. It was only pure injustice. A selfish act of devastation. One thought alone burned in my mind. I would never
I love those
let it
sprite
happen again.
animations, like little
And so did I
eye
walk
twitches.
on.
It was tragic.
Thus, I choose to make this a land of eternal, perfect equality, even should it cost my life. I shall return the anxieties endowed upon this scepter, and let it be heard. To burden others with your own fears and responsibilities is cowardice. My royal magic shall craft a world where that cannot be. Such cowardice dies.
Ooh. What a lonely way of thinking. My. A world where people are to bear their own anxieties, all by their lonesome. What a lonely way of thinking.
What a lonely way to see things.
That's what turned you so cold-blooded, eh?
First I've heard of it, but
Sorry. Means we got all the more reason to kill ya.
Luis! You're not describing a nation that condemns evil. You're describing a nation that's entirely blind to it. A land of amoral beasts, not people.
Tell him.
In the end, I think you're still trapped. You've been stuck in that night of flames all your life. You don't trust anyone. That's why you can only imagine a world apart from you. Unless you can face that anxiety within yourself, then you're no different from everyone you've rejected.
So be it.
Block him.
From the beginning, I have championed world order determined by power. All that remains is for me to realize my truth by burying you beneath it. You are not the sole wielders of these lost archetypes. I am Luis, bearer of the royal scepter. With only a thought, the power of kings is mine
Does
to
he
command.
have all of them as well?
What?
What?
Behold, and I will reveal the secret
I knew
still beyond you.
I knew he has an archetype. Thanatos? Oh.
Come, we decide our world's future here.
Persona Brain went a little too hard. I heard this. I heard the sound effect, but oh my god, slay first off. Second off, eat, and third off. Wow. Okay, that's. Huh. Wow.
Our land is consumed with anxiety as it has never been before.
I see nipple. And also, yeah, what a design. Black, white, and gold. He's so pale. Oh my god. I know some people are going wild over this. Oh my god. Look at that. Is that an 8-pack? Damn. Oh my god. I wonder what could be the references in this design. In the eyes.
All of it. Foundation for my new,
His
better
heart
world.
is blackened.
You are but an audience, powerless to tread on history's stage. Let it begin.
We fight for your ideal world.
Archdemon.
Here and now.
Luis
Take him
Cardrius.
down. Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
What is that? Okay. Wait, why am I going first? I mean, okay, I'll go first. Why not? Should we? Do I pop off like immediately? I think I do. Oh my god.
I will crush the fantasy in your heart.
Mask dancer.
Shut it.
Going for the weak spot.
Stay insane. Oh, awesome souls, do your thing. Here I go. You better be ready.
Leo left him wide open.
Is everyone all right?
Let's hit that
What?
new
Oh, I
weakness.
didn't charge. That's good.
Let justice prevail. I will protect you.
That helps.
I owe you one.
For all
Let's
that
go.
I believe.
Better be forward. Let's set it up. Light
I'm gonna
of
start
power.
with a random blood.
The magic seeds.
Okay, 2k.
Behold
Now
this
this.
power.
Masquerade charge.
You can do this. I knew you'd help.
Thank you.
Oh man, I should have
Shout
played
out to
it.
South.
Oh well.
Stay in.
Come here.
You're out of here.
Oh my god, Basilia.
Sworn
him
oath
down.
of knight.
Nicely done.
With blade in hand. I stand waiting.
Right.
I'll get some distance. Time for some close range. This is it.
No crit. Oh wow, Basilia is stronger than
Take this.
Maybe he has some resistance. Oh, what the heck? Maybe he has some resistance to
Come to me.
anxiety convergence.
Luis is gathering an unbelievable
Oh,
amount
it's
of
all the
magma around
tribes.
him.
It's all the tribes. That's cool. Okay, I see Roag, Yujif, Mustari, and Ishkia, I think. I see the wings. Oh no, Ishkia is there, like next to the Roag. That at the very end, I think it's Rasant then, with the ears.
We can't let him finish whatever he's doing. Try to interrupt his attack somehow. Focus your attacks. We've got to stop him before he takes us out in one shot. They're weak to strike
One shot?
attacks.
Okay, then
Smash
there's
him up.
Ishkia, then that's Nydia. That has to be Nydia, right? Parapus and very end. Who's left then? 8 of the 9. Oh, Clamar probably. Wait, where are the horns then? I'm gonna assume it has horns there, not Clamar.
Looks
We have
like
to
you can't
interrupt
match
him.
force on it, sir. A bit much. I'll show you.
Okay, what do you do?
Come on, help me out.
Persona!
How's this?
Thanks. Let me.
Thanks. I'm ready. You better be ready. Get wrecked!
The magma build up
Sworn
dissolving.
oath of knighthood.
Oh, nice.
Justice prevail.
Beat him down, Basilio.
Let's start with the
Not this one.
action. Yeah, let's start
Knight!
with
Strike me if you dare.
proclamation.
For all that I believe.
We'll do this together.
I do want to finish off on that one. That'd be crazy. With Hulkenberg
Show them
stuff.
our might.
Let's do this! Still here?
No,
You
yay!
fight well, but
I
this
call
is
upon
not
the royal
over.
soul.
Oh my god.
Let's keep cool.
That helped. I'm alive.
That helps us out.
See.
Very good. By all means, challenge me. Stake everything you have on this battle. I will face your convictions head on and crush them. This is but my first step towards my ideal world. There is no hope for
Okay. I was expecting that.
you. Take this!
We're all resistant to it. What is that? I guess it's piercing. Good thing I don't have anyone with piercing there. Do I go for a charge?
Wait a sec.
How do I have so many extras?
Come here!
Like, actually, wait.
Nah, getting
I guess
away.
it's from the...
To the front.
Right, I always have 5 turns and then like
All
Hulkenberg
right.
gets an extra turn for the shield, yeah.
Yo.
I stand
down,
ready.
Basilio.
Knight! I stand waiting.
You fight well,
Let's set it up!
but this is not over.
Let's go, team!
Go!
No holding back!
Nice!
I do not fear death. And yet,
And yet what? He has to have a second phase, right? Right?
That'll do.
The big teeth monster gave way more effort type XP. That's funny to me.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
I shall strike.
Even I.
Power can be so.
Yeah, that feels nice.
I think we've won this one.
Yeah, when he says that, I don't see it.
so the power
Wait.
I have now is not enough.
Wait, keep the slave form. Like, why did you get clothed again?
The magla drawn to the royal scepter has faded more than I expected. Just as I thought. I would be a fool to underestimate you.
Yeah, you gotta go full Marky mode. It's like you have to stake your life on this.
But I made a decision that day. Even if history remembers me as a destructor king, I will put an end to the injustices of this world.
Archetype destroyer? Oh wait, no, there's already one like that.
What? What are you?
I commend you. Clearly no half measures will do. If I'm to take your lives, I must stake my own. And all its power.
Let's hope I have enough MP for that.
Damn.
His
Can't
aura.
get close. Tis a tremendous aura.
I have a vision, and you will interfere with it no longer. Ah, wait!
He disappeared again? Oh, what? Okay.
It's his gauntlet runner.
Luis still has the royal scepter. If we let him buy time, there's no telling what he'll do.
Bloody hell! We can't even go after him.
There's no time to go back down to land and reorganize. We'll do whatever it takes to get that scepter back before the dawn.
Bitch ran off! Hello? I beat his ass. Fair and square. Oh, Eurus.
Ah, everyone! That bastard Luis took to his Skyrunner!
Yeah, we saw. Did you finish repairing?
Yes, we know. Can you go after him?
It'd be suicide, lad. Oh, suppose it's too late to back down now. Well, I was saving some reserve power for the trip home. But if we're using it here, we're using it here.
No, we're going all out. The Gauntlet Runner is nearing its limit. Even if we catch up to him, we may not be able to have a way to get into the Caradrius. Caradrius? But we don't have a choice. We need to put a stop to Luis, to the destruction he would cause.
Well, chums, batten down the hatches and brace for the storm.
I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me, damn.
Hop to it now! Get in! I'll just fire up the...
Look over there! Enemies! Ugh, of all times.
Oh no. Oh, those ear monsters are there too.
Wait,
Bosh, you
how
and your
many are there?
painting.
Where did they all come from?
He's trying to slow us down. Ain't like Luis to put off a fight, but I suppose he's too cornered to be picky anymore.
Hold on! The old girl's still barely holding together. She can't take off that quickly.
What do we do?
Stroll no.
Your Highness, you get in the runner first. We'll buy you some time for takeoff.
Oh, it's a 1v1? We can fight them together. Understood.
Right. Understood.
Always were quick on the uptake, eh? No need to fuss anyway. We'll just kick them around for a bit while preparations are underway. Does that work for everyone else?
Fine. Suppose I'll keep you company.
Had you not suggested it, I would have done so myself.
What else are we gonna do? Twiddle our thumbs inside while Eurus does all the work?
Eurus, don't let us down now.
Right. I'll get it done, damn it. Hop in, Your Highness.
My god!
Well, let's do this.
We hold the line!
You guys... Oh no. I mean... I farmed so much they should be fine. A cutscene.
We must endure this.
Hulkenberg!
Oh, she's going in! It?
Got it. We're powered.
is that? Oh, right. Oh, Basilium.
Not good. They're going for the Sky Runner.
Not on my watch.
Let's wreck him.
Oh, the girls.
What are you doing?
Sure you want to die next to me, old man? Thought you ate platypus.
It's true I don't understand you and I never will. But I know I don't hate you, boy.
Let's go!
The boys and the girls. It's so anime. Go Stroll! Oh my god. No way, right? No way. I refuse to believe it until I see it.
And no one must protect his people!
Do not.
Finally, I've earned my title.
Not until I see it.
She flies. Straight and steady. Our kingdom is in your hands, my prince.
Oh my god, Juna has some strength in that one arm to hold it up with the fan.
Gotta go back! Everyone, they're going to!
We can't go back now.
We have to!
Take cover in the back. You made my dreams come true. You and the rest of them. If we live, we'll meet again.
What are you...
Let's fly!
Oh my god. No, no way. No, 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 no. I'm like keeping it together. Oh my god, not a 1v1 fight at the end. They had to nerf me somehow.
You've lost everything, and yet still here you stand. I must say your audacity is almost admirable. However, you rejected me, and I will not relinquish the royal scepter. Since we cannot come to terms, we can only decide this through battle. I have but one final question. Prince, do you wish to stop me? Or do you wish to be king? What is it you truly want?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You must hold ideals of your own. When will such empty ambitions come to fruition, I wonder? In life's balance, dreams that don't come true are equal to lies, but it hardly matters now. My ascension is complete. With my own hands, I will tear apart these lie-laced dreams and bury the past. Here ends the royal bloodline and the legacy of the archetypes. We stand on the threshold of a new dawn, a new age.
I can't listen to any more of this.
Gallic
What new
Slay.
age? What do you know about him? All you do is destroy. You refuse to believe in dreams. That's why you can't believe in anything that's gradual, complicated, and slow to change. All that means is that you give up on everything. You'll never beat us. You're nothing but a coward, trying to escape this reality for one you made up.
Eat him up,
The
Gallic.
time
Oh
for
my god.
words has passed.
Eat him up. Oh my god.
So be it.
Oh. Why does he get the pretty pink purple one? Again? Oh. You know, it doesn't hit the same the second time.
Such intense magla.
Wait, his eyes are brown now instead of blue. Just realized.
The quintessential force of the archetype. Is this all?
Such strength. How? It's happening so quickly.
Behold! This is the Royal Scepter's potential.
It's black.
Resist no longer. As I said, I would rather not force needless death upon you. Embrace it once more. Take your true form and become worthy of my new world.
Oh, it's just some spell.
You are unfazed by the melancholy. Yet you thirst. Drink deep of the magma.
Oh my god, Hailbeam is going off.
Not again!
Music! We need music.
What?
Stop! No!
What? Oh, we did it for real this time.
Get me! Wake up! I said wake up! Hey, please,
My obstacles are clear.
The boy
open your eyes!
is no more.
Wake up! Please! You have to wake up.
Oh, the book. More? More.
Where? Are you awake now? I summoned you just in time. Do you remember what happened? What you've done?
Luis cast a spell and I ripped
out my... I'm frankly amazed you would go to such lengths, even to fight back against the spell. If I hadn't saved you, you really would be dead.
Oh,
But
he
rest
sounds
assured,
angry.
we're finally safe. As for where we are far, far away from that hellish world. Do you remember the first time we met? I was sure you would find a clue in your journey that might reveal where in the world this place is. So I believed anyway.
And?
But I was wrong. From the start.
It's a different world?
This place is... It was never of that world to begin with.
This is the utopia?
No. Maybe there's a better way to put it. This is a place that exists between reality and fantasy.
Okay. So, the Velvet Room.
In other words, the
What?
world we've been living in is fantasy. The journey was all an illusion.
I'm gonna let him cook before I say anything.
An illusion?
There's nothing but despair in that world. And it will never get better. It's an endless, painful, irredeemable hell. I'd always believed that creating a utopia was possible. And if there was desire, then I thought maybe one day someone would achieve it. But I came to realize I was mistaken. In the end, a fantasy is just that. A fantasy.
Ooh. He came to the conclusion that fantasy is powerless, is it? Well...
But all that primordial chaos only exists in that world. The world of reality is nothing like that. Really, it's an environment you should know quite well. You've come to know so much of it already. Through text on a page.
Mm-hmm.
Now, behold!
Oh my god, it's Shibuya. What the fuck?
Isn't this?
Ooh, Hachiko.
Indeed, it's the world I wrote accounts of in my novel. Until now, you've thought this world a mere fantasy, but it's not.
So it's kind of what
the
I
world I
expected.
know was
in the
all an
beginning.
illusion.
Except the other way
And
around.
the world of the novel is reality.
Surely you already know. There is no deadly magic, no prejudice between its people. Now, all you have to do is admit that everything you've been through has been nothing but a story, just a fantasy. Then this can be your perfect reality.
No. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Oh my god, Phantom Thieves!
Your
No, I'm just
journey
kidding.
of revolution was just a passing dream. Let me take you back to reality, child.
What about my friends? They weren't real.
What will happen to my friends?
You don't have to worry. As long as you can accept that this place is real, everyone will be safe. That world is past any point of redemption. Change is impossible. The royal magic was supposed to be the turning point, but it was all for nothing. In the end, people don't want their world to change. They just want someone to be a sponge for their infinite anxieties. That's all. You can't blame Luis for wanting to end that cycle. How could anyone accept that they lived in a world that miserable?
I don't want to give up. Oh, this is the alternate ending choice, isn't it?
Even so, I don't want to give up on it.
Come on, snap out of it!
What?
Her voice.
My, such disbelief on your face. But once you stop to consider it, the ideas fall apart. Come now. Magic? Some otherworldly force capable of anything with anxiety as its fuel? A fanciful idea to sustain a fantasy world.
This is getting some meta.
Illusion.
This is so meta.
All of it. Those curiosities in academia, they were there because of the place's connection to true
What about that
reality.
Book of Apocalypse?
And not even they could endure.
It's an illusion. Even magic.
You still don't believe me. Why is that?
This place isn't real.
This place? I know it's not real.
But why? What unfinished business remains in an unwinnable battle? If I hadn't saved you, you would have died there.
Okay, I know I had my theory about Moore being like the king's soul or something, but I guess if he's gonna be his own character. Also, right, if that's all fantasy, why do he still have horns in the real world when no one else does? Moore wrote his book of Utopia, and he believed in it so much it's like that he like started living in it. He is the ultimate, like he created the ultimate escapism for himself, and forgot all about the. Wait, never mind. I'm not cooking. I think I'm fried.
You don't have to chase your fears and anxieties based on some misguided concept of justice. It was all illusory, and there is no shame in accepting that.
Okay, Mara King.
Reality is a monolith. Reality is unchangeable. So stay here in Utopia, in the place you loved reading about so much.
This isn't a utopia. It's capitalism. How could this be a utopia?
This place,
I see all that marketing.
it isn't a utopia.
You tell him. I've been thinking about it for some time. New song? No. The novel truly depicts the ideal world.
You mean you deny it? Will you deny that the world of the novel is utopia?
I understand now. It's hard to say it, but this place isn't an ideal world after all. And
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
that's why the fact that he can hear her music. It's the fact that he can hear her music that makes him understand it's real. But also, I can't help but think of Gallica like playing music for her dead friend. That's horrible. That's so sad. She's so desperate.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier, right?
Mm-hmm. The melody I've come to know echoes around me, rousing my spirit once more. Magic hasn't been lost.
The journey, my friends, they were as real as anything I've known.
Helen.
Why won't you understand? Please, I don't want you to die. I can't lose anything else. Truly,
He's remembering.
I see. I understand now. I remember. I had indeed lost everything. Despite my lofty ideals, I lost everything. Academia, the woman I loved, even my only child.
Am I cooking? Did I cook? Wait.
Reality isn't just cruel. It's cruel beyond any hope of change. That's why I had wished for someone to strike me down.
Cooked. Okay, I mean that was. I think that was
my
it.
misery.
He's the king. I knew it. Just like the prince split himself apart, the king did as well. Okay. I mean, damn. I mean, I think that one was a foreseeable one. You know, they are both Clamar. All that. Oh, who are you?
Who are you?
Me. If I were to call myself by a name you know, my name is Hethlodius V.
Knew it.
I once reigned as king. Or
Father?
I am half of one, to be accurate. I was born of the very magic that split the prince in twain and gave rise to you and this place. No, it is not real. We are inside the book you hold. It served as your key to visiting me.
I guess Louis never visited more than.
This was the form of my youth. When first I entered the ancient sanctum.
Damn, you were dripping.
Perhaps it would be best to call me a discarded shadow of idealism.
Clad in black, huh?
I once took such joy and passion from my ideals. I truly believed that I might end the strife and discrimination that plagued our people across 9 endless years.
He truly was a seeker.
But the tremendous incomprehension and injustice that defines our world, it was more than I could bear. It broke me. And Luis is likely going through the same thing. I want to save you from that despair. I understand now that I would do this as your father. I could not bear to lose my child a second time.
So what's about what's the okay? I know the game is gonna continue, but like, I still want to know what's up with the plateau and what's up with the Book of Apocalypse.
If you stay here, at least you'll be saved. Do you truly still want to leave this place and risk your life to face a reality you can't change?
Also, I realized that Moore was sitting on the same triangle that Plateau is sitting on every time you meet him. If I stay, I was already lost. Battle's not over.
The battle's not over yet.
You are on the cusp of dying at Luis's hands. Is that not proof enough that we lack the power to change reality? I can't let you throw your life away against that man. I must stop you. Even if you come to hate me for it.
I can make my own decisions, Dad. If I want to die, let me.
Curse, sweet in seeming. And if I must save you from it, I will teach you what reality is.
Oh my. Oh.
I suppose our promise to travel the world someday is destined to be only another unfulfilled dream.
Like, look at it. Father? Like, what? Who let you serve this much?
Archetypes embody the power of heroes who sought to change the world. And even having mastered such power against Luis, you could accomplish nothing.
Sorry, but like, could I get at least a little bit of that drip for myself? Like, Father, where is all this? Like, why didn't I inherit any of it? You know? Also, isn't it funny how at the beginning, the main character had dark hair and like light clothing, and Moore has light hair and dark clothing. And we even have like darker skin.
I wrote all my ideals into my novel, but my love's death showed me how empty it all was. You cannot sacrifice your one life for an empty dream.
God, he's such a weeb. His ideal world is Japan. I have to try at least. I won't betray my ideals.
I don't want to turn my back on my ideals.
Why can't you see that those ideals will only invite ruin? If no one else, you must live. That world is beyond your help. Beyond any utopia. You must face reality, my son.
Let's go.
I'll show you reality, Dad. You're not the boss of me.
I will save you, my son. Do not fall prey to an impossible dream.
It's okay. We can... Prince! The magic seeds! Still here?
So you would vainly struggle onward in the real world. The novel I wrote for you seems to have kindled only ideals of naivete in you. Then even my folly has come to haunt you. My mistakes poison your life. As your father, you leave me no choice. I will put an end to this madness. Why? Why don't you understand?
Prince! No.
It was in this story, in this book, where you found your ideals. Haven't you always dreamt of utopia? Why do you resist it now? Why refuse me?
Let's stay calm. Let's go. This is it. Still here?
Okay.
Why? You were my first reader. You of all people have to understand.
How did Louise
This
get
is
it?
for your sake. Be reasonable. You
Oh my.
don't have to fight this.
Come forth, royal soul. Maybe not.
More. Oh, 70. Okay.
Hold on. By this power.
Oh, okay. Now it. Okay, I just needed to let him
this
yap a
is
bit.
what it means to truly strive toward an ideal. What irony. After I spoke of fulfilling my dream alongside
Even
you.
now, he has to sit cross-legged. Diva.
What power to see the archetypes brought to such heights in so little time. If you go back now, your ambitions will avail you nothing. You'll only die a dog's death. What is it that drives you so?
But, Dad, you're a loser. I'm not. You gave up. No, I'm not sure myself.
I'm not sure myself.
Like, I'm not gonna betray my own ideals.
Are you
Fuck
this
that.
determined to cling to your beliefs? Is that truly what separates us and keeps me confined here?
In escapism.
Such power. Can it be?
Are we gonna awaken our own archetype?
No matter how dire your fate, you never gave up. You surmounted every barrier, gathered and united soul after soul, and now, at last, across 3 nations, 8 tribes, and humankind, to unite heroes across such abyssal divides would require surpassing power.
A prince turns
The
to a
king
king.
of all archetypes. Is that the role you would seize? A true king in body and soul.
Do you hear me? Your Highness!
Oi! Wake up, Your Highness!
Oh, they're all there.
How? Their voices reach
See,
you,
they're alive.
even
I hope
here?
Neros is too.
It would seem your future is not yours alone to decide.
Those are my friends.
My friends are waiting for me.
The support and ardor of your allies. Yes.
Our bonds.
The very power that reveals paths beyond your own perspective. I see. That is whence you draw your power. Neglect anxiety, and magic will lead to ruin. Even before the war of destruction, the downfall was foretold. Yet still, they met their prophesied end. Perhaps archetypes are the will of humankind of old, left to us. A plea that we learn from their failures, that we might rebuild the future ripped from them.
I want to try.
I have to try. I want to know how far I can go.
Fascinating. Even as you face down the gravest oppression of reality, still you persist. Still you seek the world's unknowns as precious possibility. I see. Well, if you can believe there is more to the story than the end I see, then it is yours to tell. Once you return to reality, this place will surely fade as the dream it is. I, myself, will not be spared. Unlike you, my other half is long gone. and any reunion lost. But if I truly am the idealized soul and hope of your father, then before I fade, I entrust you with the power of my life. Not as the author more, but as your father, the king.
Oh. The city before me fades away. I'm back in academia. I wrote my ideals as a fantasy novel because I believed that there's power in fantasy. Though all my story ultimately did was trail in the glories of the past, perhaps yours will show us the true power of fantasy.
Now then.
So carry on as you would. Make your final preparations. My time as Moore may be coming to an end. I can continue to serve you in that role. This could very well be my last time here. I should ensure I leave with no regrets. What-o? Captain? Don't see the cat anywhere. Plateau has gone off on a journey to the place he should always have been. Wait, the cat's gone? The truth of academia. More study was magically created within the fantasy novel that Fionn carries. It would be more accurate to say the academia was created from the former king himself, with Moore as its core. As opposed to Moore acting as the creator, the eccentric interior is thought to be based on the former king's research center at the Mage Academy. Wait, on Moore. The true form of the enigmatic figure was a seeker of ideals who had been separated from Fionn's father, the former king Hythlodius V, by the very same magic that separated the prince from Fionn. Just as Fionn had no old memories, he too lost all memory of ever being king, much less a father.
Now that you say it.
As for the Seeker's research, allow me to close the book on it. It's already well beyond the scope of anything I would have imagined.
Hello. Most unfortunate.
This is the last opportunity we'll have to speak like this. Words are no longer necessary. My belief in you is more powerful than any I could say.
You have
in the
my
end,
deepest
you
gratitude.
showed me hope. Thank you for that.
What now?
See, everyone's alive, right? Right. Oh wow, I got some mag. Oh, let me, let me finish this with learning the Persona Master.
I see. Fascinating. This, right? All right.
Why not?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Really?
So this is the power of the Persona Master Soul. With its power, I become the wild card. Of course. I will turn my heart into my strength with a power passed from generation to generation. Oh, this is so Persona.
Good.
Wow,
still getting stronger.
crazy. Wow, I have a lot of money. I have so much money. What happened to Book of Apocalypse? The text is nearly disappeared. It's so difficult to read. What about that one? Huh? What's up with that? The scroll containing the formula for the royal magic.
Listen here.
I finally understand it all now. This is unmistakably the formula for the royal magic invoked by the king. Small wonder it was found in this room, for I myself am the former king who wrote it, at least in part. The royal magic brought many wonders to fruition, but the essence of my spell stems from one simple wish.
That means...
The desire for guidance. One who would bring about the emergence of a hero. A seeker who would play an indispensable role in making this country rediscover the virtue it had lost.
However...
Not in my wildest fantasy could I have imagined that you, whom I thought long dead, would become that hero. Through the power of guidance, a hero emerges. Then the seeker archetype I awakened to was...
Yes.
After I committed to the formula, I used the royal scepter to invoke the magic that would put things into motion upon my death. Once it began, Those words coursed through my mind. I know not what spurred me to do so, but I wrote them all down with frantic urgency. That's why the language of a faraway land is scrawled throughout the scroll. Even now, I don't know the full significance of them. However, I can only imagine they were an essential part in reaching the true seeker I sought. In any case, that very hero appears before me now. The cogs that have been set in motion can no longer be stopped. O great hero, I entrust the future of this kingdom to you. Goodbye, Moore. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
If you leave here, you'll never be able to return. Are you certain you've done all you need to? I'm ready to go. I'm okay to go. When you leave that door, a predicament awaits you. If that's even a strong enough word. Louise, transformed into a demon, and at his side, death itself.
However...
But you have already overturned your fated demise once. If you do emerge victorious and become king, you'll truly have proved your ideals correct. That fantasy is not just an empty dream, but one with the power to change the world. It seems as though my novel has outlived its usefulness. Feel free to leave the old book here. From now on, you'll be the one writing the story. Your own true tale of fantasy.
The kingdom rests in your hands now. If there is yet any value to believing in something beyond us, prove to me that fantasy has the power to color reality. Now, onward, O King of a new dawn!
Oh, wow. He's intense about it. Oh, what's up?
Everyone! He's awake!
Are we on the Gauntlet corner? Or are we on the
Is he all right?
Courageous? Oh my god. Aw, the
Thank the
two.
stars.
My OG duo.
Considering it was we who engaged Amata's gambit, this must be rather humorous to him.
We pulled through, thanks to Nyorx.
he's alive.
Can't believe he caught us mid-plummet on that busted
What?
Skyrunner.
How fast was he with that?
Well, don't leave out highs, mate.
Ha-
Wouldn't have expected his wings to be so handy.
Never again.
Oh, I guess
We're
he
in good
slowed the
shape.
fall.
Our wounds have already healed. It was all so fast. I'm still a little shocked.
No blood.
True. It's bound to be everyone hoping the best for us below. Like what Luis did. Only the magic working in reverse.
Versus anxiety. Versus despair. Oh my god. This diva.
Why? Why do you still stand in defiance? What drives such tenacity?
Luis! The world is full of injustice. Not everything you've said is wrong, much as it hurts to admit.
Yet, you would give up because you see no other way. And no future can come from that. We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny with our own hands. I have no doubts.
Yes, you're a man who has endured tragedy.
I like
It's
these moments.
foolish, I know, all this talk of belief. I know well. That said, if you cast aside all belief, all that remains is to endure a slow death.
As for me, I believe things can change. I have to. Singing and believing aren't so far apart, right? Even then, my songs touched you too. I know they did.
After I'd idealized my death more than I ever did my life, thanks to a chance encounter, everything changed for me. Now I can hope for the best, without fearing for the worst. The possibilities are endless. If you ask me, that's what magic is.
Luis, you got all these people who believe in you, because you gave them a shred of hope. And now, you want to crush that hope. Maybe you're the one who's scared. Deep down, you're afraid to admit to yourself, you're the one who's hopeless now.
Luis, the fairies came to live in the Sanctum. But do you know why we chose it? The Elder Tribe. We admired the people of humanity. To make our dreams into realities, we have to trust each other. When people do that, that's what makes them so amazing. If you deny the power of trust, if you make the world a place where it can't exist, then you're just plain wrong!
Fools. These false foundations. Who in their right mind could promise such fantasies? I will never let injustice be repeated. Never again!
Oh my. Another transformation? Oh, he went poof. Oh wait, never mind.
His aura is entirely different. It's a magla burst. Luis is becoming a human.
Come on then! No choice now. We prove ourselves with all that we are!
Let's go then! This is our final battle!
Again, the world must be shattered, and again it must be rebuilt anew.
1, 2.
You will die in tribute to my ideals, Prince.
Hold on. What? Okay, there's like, I see there's all the tribes people crucified. Okay. Oh, there's a Clamar. I see an Ishki over there. A Parapus over there. What's that one? Number 2. Would it be a... It's not a Resort, is it? What would it be then? Oh, either way. Oh my.
We will win this! For the sake of our world!
Oh, is that a rug over there? I kind of want to see the whole thing.
Looks like
I wish I
we
could
can't
spin it
brute force
around
through
and
this
look
one.
at it, but... And the crown thing? Mask of Ire. Oh my god. And the eyes and the... Be not afraid.
Charging in. Falling back. Vitus power.
We begin.
The world of all and its people shall
Mask of Mirth, Mask of Joy. Uh-oh. Okay, I see how this one is. Let's start with the Matryoshka.
Let's keep cool!
That helps. That's me. That helps us out.
We're gonna want to see
I'm ready
some
whenever.
AoE attacks. Ooh, yes. That's the one.
How's this?
Observe the enemy. For all that we strive for!
Okay.
I will protect you!
That helps!
I owe you one.
Let's stay calm. I won't
I
hold
don't know
back.
that I would spend Juno.
Maybe not. Time for some close combat. No, to the rear guard. Let's go.
But
You better be sure.
What's a good thing that I can do for everyone? Any item? Oh yeah, this is the time to use it. Magic power one time for all allies. I mean, why the heck not, right?
This'll do.
I'm obliged.
Thank you.
Thanks.
No one here fights alone.
Persona.
We'll combine our strength.
How's this?
Honestly, Stroll would be pretty good here. Even with a royal. With a royal warrior. Actually, that's not good AoE.
That helped us out.
There is
Closing
no
in.
power in your fantasy.
You could take him.
Oh, that's
sworn
not what I
oath
meant
of
to do,
knighthood.
but okay. This plan is going full.
Here!
It's okay. Forward! I'm all prepared.
Tis yours.
Wind!
Okay.
Our new world and its ideals.
Watch me!
have no need for you.
Let's not.
Another Sublime Spoonful.
Can't let it go unused.
Okay, I love this part.
It's up to you now.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh. Oh my god.
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Oh, power of heroes!
All enemies.
Not moving to the front. Allies, together!
Let my power support you.
Roar with royal might!
Nice.
There is no power
I'll get some distance.
in your fantasy.
Maybe charging in. By this power.
Start with 9. You.
This is it!
Oh, that's not a lot. That's not a lot at all.
Dancer. Maybe not.
Oh, crud. Everyone's in the front. I don't like that. Well, we all have defense, so
Dancer.
let's do it this one.
This might sting. Great job, Juna. Now they're weak to something new.
Cold world. He has so many turns. Oh,
You're so slow.
rude. Oh, she's weak to it. Wait. What do you mean?
Fast, Cecilia. Nice dodge.
The inequities of the world can only be cleansed if the strong subsume the weak. Now, be a noble sacrifice.
Okay, I see we're still there. I guess I suppose that's an idiot over there then. Where's the Yuji? Oh, I see one. I see it's winged a little bit over there.
Sacrifice
You
yourself to the new age.
A Roussant.
What? Is he trying to swallow those people? Wait, they're puppets?
What?
I'm sensing deadly Magla in the puppets. Attack him before he swallows more.
Get away. To the front. Oh, awesome souls, do your thing. Let's split some heads.
Okay.
Show them our might!
Oh no.
Our new
To safer
world
ground.
and its ideals have
Nice!
no need for you.
No. Comrades, lend me your strength.
Let's do this!
Okay. Just in case.
To the rear guard. Come forth, royal soul! By this power.
Behold this power. Burn! Yes! The puppet's Magla's fading.
Who should I beat
You
down
hit their
first?
weakness.
Good.
Don't let up now, Juna.
Placing some distance.
They're like charging.
Gotta
me.
stay calm. Here I go.
Everyone in the back?
Nah.
I hope so.
Come here!
Okay. Nice.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Oh. Oh, which one's that?
Nice! A mystic shield.
I knew you'd help.
That helps.
Thanks. Behold, time for some close combat. Let's set it up.
Windblade.
Strike true.
Still here?
300.
There is no power in your fantasy.
Maybe it's just strong against that. Megiddo. Use flamethrower. Again.
This might be too much. Please, after you.
Get it, Basilia.
Right, let's make this fun.
Go!
Yes!
Nice.
Magless fading!
You struggle in vain. Give in to the truth. Your fantasy has no meaning whatsoever.
God. Oh no. Oops. Nice one, Basilia.
Let justice prevail. This won't do.
Oh, I just realized the reason that everyone blocks fire was because of the thing. The Hulkenberg's thing. Maybe. Could be useful there, perhaps. No. It's time for another one of these. Or one time for all. I like
Just
it.
the thing. That helps.
Thank you.
That helped us out.
The world of old
Let's go.
and its people.
The magic seed.
Oh,
A
wow.
tough one.
That is a tough
I
one.
call upon a royal soul! Maybe this might be a good strategy!
All right. Ideals have no need for you.
Get wrecked!
Basilia left it wide open!
Is everyone all right?
Let's
Charging
hit that
in!
new
Let us
weakness.
fight as one.
I think I'm doing
Nope,
an ultimate
nope, I'm
guard.
stepping back. Come!
Nope,
Now.
not. I'm stepping back.
Let justice prevail.
Yeah,
Strike me if you dare.
Falling back.
World of old and its people shall perish.
I'm counting on you.
I've got just the dance for
Some
you!
healing for everybody.
You might say it's to die for. Be a waste to let this sit!
Thanks.
Thank you.
I owe you one.
What is that? My strength.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Okay. Not good. Did I hit it with that?
Oh, awesome souls, do your
They have a
thing.
stealable thing? Or no? Well, too late to know, I guess.
I love this part.
Tis yours.
Yes! The puppet's Magless fading!
Into the threat. Come! There, let justice prevail. I'll run you still standing, I
Oh my.
see.
Okay. Bring! Forward! I won't hold back! This is it! It's still up?
So
I'll
strong.
show you! Going for the weak spot!
To the rear, to the front. Here I go.
Have no need for you.
You're out of here. My bad. They're still breathing.
Okay.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Oh, it's the same one, but not face. Huh.
To the rear guard! For all that we strive for! This won't do. Knight! I will protect you!
I was switching off to the main character, no?
To the rear guard. Time for some close comp. Lend me your strength.
Actually, let's do that.
Tis yours.
Let's do this!
Let's go.
The puppet's magla's fading!
My world! My perfect world!
He's splitting into two.
Not
No,
yet.
he's the Be Not Afraid angel.
I
All those
refuse.
eyes.
I won't let it end like this.
Oh my god. No, there's. Oh god, I might have wasted Armageddon. Oh well. Oh my god. No, he's angelic. He looks sick. All those eyes as well. For every tribe. God dang it.
You will be a
Oh, that's the
sacrifice.
Mystari one. Oh, that's
You
the
will
Ishtar one?
sustain the
Wait.
strong. Oh, weak one. Oh, peon.
Huh? Okay, whose eye is that then? The purple one. I guess it's an Ishki eye.
His Magla has gone out of control. At this rate, even a man of Luis's mental strength would lose his grip on sanity.
In the end, even he couldn't escape his own anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Then by his own logic, we've got to put him down. The weak deserve to die. The bastards all
Oh my
wait, yeah?
god, Basila, that's savage. Love that.
If he saw a threat in our power, then let us wield it.
You can't just believe in nothing! Nobody can rely on themselves alone. It's a pitiful way to live, and it's time we put an end to it!
Slay.
Luis Burn! Here and now, I will strike you down!
Okay, it's time to do this! Give us our final call to arms!
Come on, everyone. Let's go!
This is our last chance. We've come this far.
Time for some
Roya
close
Courage,
comp.
We have
Roya.
to end this here and now!
Ah, cred. Oh, he's on top of the. Oh. Oh me, oh my. No, that's Nydia eye right there for sure. Huh. Well, Oh, crud! I don't have enough. I don't have enough for a hero's card.
Better
That's
be
gonna.
sure.
And I ate all the sublime spoonfuls.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Let's go. May falling back.
Let's start
Come
with
forth, royal soul.
There is no power in your
Going for the weak spot!
Staying safe? You better be ready.
Our new world in its ideal.
Comrades, lend me your strength!
It's up to you now.
So I think I should have gone with the.
I will protect you!
Yeah.
It's okay. We can do this.
Wait, that's not a Selma, it's for one ally. Huh. Unless. Yeah, no. Oh, I was kind of thinking there's one that there was HP and NP for everyone. Oh, this music.
This'll do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I owe you one.
Feel true
High
terror.
pressure. Oh my god.
Give in to anxiety.
Oh, rude. The link has been separated.
His aura's overpowering! It's making it harder to fight! Just hold on!
One moment.
give you the performance of a lifetime.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
I'll show you.
That you will, Juno.
This might sting.
The world of old.
To the front.
All right! Ah!
Basilio left him wide open. Let's hit that new weakness.
Strike me if you dare.
Time for some close.
In your
This is it!
Oh my god.
Fast dancer.
You know how we roll.
Watch me. Going for the weak spot.
Okay.
Keep it coming. Basilio.
Get wrecked!
Right in their weak spot. Beat him down, Basilio.
With blade in hand! A mystic shield!
That helps.
Let's look at some distance. Come forth, royal soul. Forward!
Heroes
Falling
are
back.
good.
I won't hold back!
I've got just that no one here fights alone.
Let's do this!
I'm obliged.
Shout out to South.
the world of old. And its people shall perish.
Ah! Like sworn. Moving to the front. Behold! We stand
Let's
together!
do this!
Behold my power!
High Wolf charging in. Let's work together.
Go!
Still here?
Okay. Finish it off, Juno.
I'll show you.
Melee attack. No. Oh, he looks so distraught.
Behold this power.
I wish.
A bit much, actually.
A bit much, actually.
Fast dancer.
Imagine if she actually does finish it up. That'd be crazy.
Burn!
Yeah, no way.
Why? Why can you not understand my ideals? A world born of fantasy. It must not be.
He's huge. I mean, you always do have to fight God in a JRPG at the end. Oh,
Vulcanburg's down! Get her back up!
Feel true terror.
do not. Dark. Wait, I don't care about that one. Wait, it removes buff effects! Rude. Oh, well. He does that again. Link has been separated. Ow!
I'm focusing my power!
Oh, thank you, Gallica. Let's
Here,
go.
right there. Hulkenberg's down!
To the rear,
Someone help
closing
her
in.
get back in the fight!
Placing some distance.
See if she
I'll
does work.
use this one.
My spirit is unbroken. To say for good. Let justice prevail. Not that. Let us fight as one.
Let my power support you. We'll do this together.
Has it come to this?
This time, surely it will work, right?
Tis yours.
Let's go, team.
Let's do this!
My world! But why? Why is it still beyond me?
Also, how is he supposed to get the... I guess the will of the people is out of fear. They would vote for him.
breaks.
Okay. Did he just fall? Is that it? Far away sky, blue and clear. Oh, it's us as the victor.
Look! He's done it! He's finally beaten Luis!
Does this mean he's won? I'm not dreaming this.
He did it!
Not yet. I have my ideals. Witness!
But he just doesn't give up. What, 1v1 time?
Everyone's fighting their fear and anxiety. Nobody knows for sure what's right. And even through all that, the people have declared you king!
We fight for more than justice. Show him our will against his. Show him the fall of his world!
Hold fast to your ideals! 'Tis your sworn duty as king!
You wielded the power of kings! It's time to stop following their footsteps! Now it's your turn to take your place with them!
Oh man. I was hoping for you, Pajuna, and Basilius to
Your
find something as well.
Is naught but lies!
Oh my god.
What? What's going on?
Oh? Is his victory declared? We teleport? What are we doing?
Now, die!
No. Fantasy is more than an empty dream. It's a dream with the power to change the world!
What? The ultimate archetype. Another one. The king.
Damn you!
In half. There's the Royal Scepter. Never mind. Hey! Complete all quests, let's go. I finally bested my adversary, Louise, who had become a threat to all mankind. Thankfully, the nightmare of an entire populace transformed into humans has been averted. The nation has some hope for a future. What?
That must be the Lord that governs Utopia in all worthy champions. The hero's archetype. The king.
Hey.
I see. At long last, fantasy has become a force that frees people from anxiety. A harbinger of change for a deadlocked reality.
The people have chosen my son. With that, my tremendous gamble hath borne fruit.
What do you mean, gamble? You've given up. You said so as much.
Thus it is that my duty here draws to a close.
Or was that like all a test? You know?
And now, a novel you wrote with such passion will finally begin a new chapter.
This voice. Is that... could it be? But how?
Plateau.
While flames swept through the sanctum, I cast a final spell to abandon my body and survive in soul.
Oh.
I became an immaterial being among the fairies.
Nobody dies in this game, truly.
I had to, so I might provide guidance to the child on his most perilous path.
The power of the archetypes. Was that your doing?
No. All I did was awaken them to it. My voice carried the words they needed to hear.
Oh my god, it wasn't us, it was it was our mother, of course. I was like, damn, that looks... I was saying, that looks like a lot like the prince. But no, it's our mother, and we look like a mother, duh. Yeah, we look way more than our mother than we do look like our father, huh?
That power is no great and rare treasure. It is something that might be grasped by anyone with the will to change the world. And anyone has the power to change the world. Those children proved as much. Now, that boy has grasped the courage of a warrior. All dragons who still roamed the continent have fallen by his hand. For what greater embodiment of the impossible is there than a dragon? And he now possesses the power and will to quell those forces.
Wait, do we get an extra like a different ending because we finished that like dragon quest, or no? What's that about?
I see. Then he is not so weak a child that I must hold his hand. I am truly sorry. I lost all the power I once knew. I saw the sanctum burn, and you. I lost you. Once they took our child from me, all my remaining hope went with him. And so I placed my faith in the royal magic. I believed that if this world would choose him, there would still be hope.
This shall do. That boy's fight, and ours, is finally over. The people no longer need some mystic relic or some lofty magics to soothe their fears. They have found the strength to overcome it within. Provided they can turn their anxiety into strength, and never stop walking toward the unknown, reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
Fantasy.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust. Almost the appointed time now. The day is dawning on a new king's reign, and with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy, and my love at my side, I've no regrets.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But for our son, a new journey now begins.
Why, there's so many D20s all over the table. This whole story is a fantasy. It's a D&D campaign. Oh my god. So what's about the Book of Apocalypse? What's that about? Will I get an answer? Find out in the next stream, Jesse.
All people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks and the appointed hour
The day of the hero.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed. They who have overcome this fierce contest. The throne's new sovereign I now reveal. Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Look! It's him! Yeah!
I mean, was there any doubt?
Yay! Look! Look, that's him, isn't it? He won!
He certainly did, Laura. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Luis.
You can't just crown his son after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Riot!
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the Crown Theocracy's warrior monks.
Bloody fantastic. They really did it.
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
Oh, okay. Are we being coronated?
Boy, coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
We're still wearing that coat? I hope I can do this.
Don't tell me you're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
I'm not nervous.
No, I'm not nervous.
Oh, Marie is there too. And Nuris. Okay, yeah.
Should have known. Fearless as always. Don't get too complacent out there, though.
Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title. Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
Oh. Your Majesty. I hope I can live up to that title.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
Your concern is justified. It's not as though I swayed the entire kingdom to my idealistic views.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
I can change the world. I'm not sure how I will. I'll face any challenge and change the world.
We have the power to change the world. All of us. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'll strive to do my utmost. With all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you. How are you going to respond to them?
I'll let my work prove my words. I'll try to earn their trust. Things don't change overnight. I'll let my work prove my words.
I'll have to let my work prove my words. With results, I hope everyone can feel that our future will be brighter.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Exactly.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
Well, it is time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Good luck.
I'll do my best. Thanks for always having my back.
Thanks for always having my back.
Well, let's go. To His Majesty, the new king.
God, don't roll credits now. I can't handle it. Oh, I think we're rolling credits. No? Okay, not yet. Afternoon. Ooh. Every time I see a cutscene, it's like, ooh, a cutscene.
All right, a warm welcome, please.
Damn, she has some pipes.
King.
Of course she does.
Your Majesty, you're so young.
Please. My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
How does anyone hear anything?
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it.
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it. Your attention, please.
Oh my.
No lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Oh no. Ooh, that looks silly.
Ah, long have I awaited the arrival of this day.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins. I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet.
I'm bad with time skips.
1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
Same day. No? I guess no. Wait, this is December? It's all green.
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
You don't say. The famous one deep in the Monterio Mountains. Really? I'm impressed. It only took them a year.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this,
Oh?
the headmistress is none other than Lady Juno.
What? The songstress?
Well, She is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Luis, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic. Sounds
Only
like they
6?
plan to fully open the magic researchers' findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Wait, only 6? What about Gallica? Who are we not counting here?
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace.
Hard to believe it's already been a full year. Only natural that there would still be unrest among the people.
Even the Royal Knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything, and now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by Sir Heisme Noctul, no less.
Oh, okay, that's what Heisman's doing. I thought it would be Hulkenberg.
You believe that? The Royal Knights, led by a Uchief of all things. Though he's one of the 6 partisans himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's...
Even Parliament...
No one's about to complain.
...now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation. It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his sons turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
Oh. Wait, okay. People are smiling more now. But smiles won't solve the multitude of problems we still face.
Speaking of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him.
What do you mean?
You don't suppose?
Does nobody just recognize him?
Ah, can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
Suppose you're right.
Are we going to the honeybee? Oh.
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
Slay outfit.
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace.
Did they get rid of her green tights?
Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that
No
I'll
green
have
ties, let's go.
returned the cluttered desk.
Oh,
Here, Your
Galka's still the
Majesty.
same.
I've brought in the next load. And there we go. Not half bad, right? Hey, isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he?
What?
I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
Oh, all this decoration doesn't suit me. How did Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery? Your Majesty? Are you here?
Whoa!
Juna's back from her inspection.
And Juna, she has a witch
I'll
hat.
look for him
Cutie.
now.
Stroll looks so good. Oh my god. Wait.
Oh, good grief. Some things never change. Not that they should.
I'd say life has changed plenty for us.
Oh. I
But
like
somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
Oh, where's Basilio? Show me my other husband. Are you not gonna show me Basilio?
And then, well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up
Hello?
scientists.
Wait.
But those bloody church folk been
I
looking
call
down on us
foul.
for years, you know? Still, it was other sanctus what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Santifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect.
As authority weakens, power falls to the hands of those who have never wielded it. We must ensure it does not corrupt and give rise to new conflict.
Not like it excuses all of them or makes me want to go up and shake a sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
It was good talking to you.
It was good talking to you, too.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good, honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
We have to see more optimism in the world. Still, it'll take some more than that to affect true change.
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts?
Okay, but like, where's... I want to see Basilio's, like, fancy outfit. Come on! What's up with that? Like, Stroll looks so hot. It's like... in his new one, like... oh my god. Brown really suits him.
If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways. Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
That's too bad. I'll wait until she comes back.
And I suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure? That girl always ends up on detours. No telling how long she'll be. Either way, best keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard...
Oh, there you are! I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud!
Phew. So you were here.
If there is a new game plus, I pray that we get these outfits to use.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juno would be back from her expedition today.
I suppose I have no choice. I'll go back soon.
I have a few stops left in the city, though.
You do know I practically sprinted out the gates to find you. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely.
Just wait until they invent guns. It's like...
Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
All right.
Maria, where are you?
Let's go!
Reminds me of the first time Maria went missing. Seems so long ago now. She might just be praying in the Grand Cathedral just like back then. Before heading for the Grand Cathedral, why not go talk to everyone else first? Around the royal capital to prepare for the new year. So let's find them.
Hey?
Oh. Oh. More? Memorandum. It's only 95. Beyond the first. What if we name ourselves Hythlodius? Will be Will it permit that? Are we gonna be the Hythlodius the Sixth? The young king who earned the people's trust and ascended the throne after meeting the lofty requirements of the magic set in place by the previous king, Hythlodius V. Though, oddly enough, the rightful heir to the crown, he values having become king by the people's will and not his lineage. He was not coronated as Hythlodius VI, choosing instead to start a new era of kings as Fionn I. Once a fond reader of his father's fantasy novel that convinced him that the country depicted therein was a utopia, Fionn eventually eschewed the past and its lost glories and chose to embark instead on a path of a better king, having achieved uniting the people in the kingdom's recovery from turmoil only a year after his coronation. His true worth as a leader will be put to the test as he moves into the second year of his reign. Uchronia is a united kingdom, a place where people of different lands and cultures live together. In order to be a king whose face is known to them, it may be time for him to set out once again as a traveler, a book that will tell its own story, clutched in hand. Huh. King's 6 partisans. A moniker for the allies that accompanied Fionn on his journey comprised of Stroll, Hulkenberg, Heisme, Juna, Yufa, and Basilio. After Fionn's accession to the throne, the collective title gradually came into use, though none seemed to be sure whether it originated from the crown itself or from the people. It refers to their continued support of Prince, which even refers to their continued support of the prince, which even after he sustained a blast of dark magic during the duel with Louis and Grand Trad and needed to flee, remained unwavering. Their peerless faith was further demonstrated when the prince returned again to Grand Trad and defeated Louis. The fervent strength of their relationship, though each hail from different tribes, came to be seen as a symbol of hope by all in the kingdom. Oh, there's more? Mysterious voice. A mysterious voice guiding Fionn upon awakening to the power of the archetypes until his eventual revival as the prince. The voice belongs to the late queen of the Elda tribe, who used magic to transfer her soul into Gallica on the day of the Elden Sanctum was set ablaze. In other words, Fionn's mother. Huh! On Louis. Louis's mysterious origins are revealed. He is surprisingly of Elda origin, born in the Elden Sanctum, much like Fionn. After experiencing the arson attack on the Sanctum and having faced the overwhelming absurdity of it, he became radicalized, finding disappointment in all other avenues that did not amount to conquering through sheer force. Do we go, do we just go as we find it,
All right,
everyone?
then. What now?
Just, oh, the prettiest I've seen. Yeah. The special discount thing. No.
Come now.
When you've finished your business outside the palace, please promise me you'll return to your duties, Your Majesty. If you take this as my pressuring you not to venture out, that's not it at all. Only that as captain of the Royal Guard, I must know your whereabouts at all times. Relax, Hulkenberg. You needed me so serious. Hulkenberg, lighten up maybe? You mean to say I'm too fussy? Well, it's only proper for the captain of the Royal Guard to be overfamiliar would set a poor example. Imagine the scandalized faces of the rank-and-file guard.
Of course.
That said, not a day goes by that I don't reflect on our travels now only a year past. I owe regaining my pride as a knight to that journey. I was but a wanderer searching in vain for the prince, and it was through you that I learned he yet lived. And in the end, it was your ascent to the throne that I supported.
And so?
I never tire of the face the younger guards make when I tell them of the time you acted as witness to my duel. Ah, Verdant. Ah, you mean your duel with Verdant? Yes. Thanks to you, I was able to face him with eyes forward and to put my past behind me. I'm pleased to say the knights of today are nothing like what they were under Verdant's command. Soldiers take up their sword not for those in power, but for the people. And as the champion of the people yourself, we will do all in our power to protect you, our king.
Well,
you do not make it easy by sneaking out of the palace as you do, though I suspect the soldiers are getting used to your chaotic tendencies. They know they protect not just a king, but a ruler who stands beside his people and hears their voices in clarion truth.
This
I will protect you with my life, as I have always endeavored to do, Your Majesty. Only let me stay by your side to do so.
What do you want to do?
There's still other people we can talk to, but did you want to go to see Maria now? Oh, no longer is our poster here.
Hey?
Wait, didn't go talk to Fem again.
All right then. Where to?
Yeah, I can't go meet a Denny.
Oh well. Cheers.
Oh, if it isn't His Majesty in the flesh. Visiting the honeybee again, you're quite a whimsical one, aren't you? I doubt you still need someone to covertly sniff around in order to supply you with information, but I must say, it was a pleasure doing business with you. I can understand why Alonso likes you so much. To think that the king of our country would sneak over to my tavern without so much as a single bodyguard with him. You never change, do you? But this city hasn't changed either. Sunshade Row isn't as safe as one might hope it would be under your rule. Still, why don't you pay Maria a visit before you head back to the palace? It'll definitely make her day. You were my favorite informant. Thank you.
Let's go see. Hey?
Oh, still riding my sword. Let's go.
You're not serious.
I'm not just a regular king. I'm a cool king. He just gotta recolor on his coat. But silly. Hey, Alonso.
Pleasure to see you.
Why, hello, Your Majesty. It's only been a year since your coronation, but I see you've become quite apt at sneaking away from your palatial duties. Under constant fire from knaves of all trades, con artists, and critics alike, your opening act has been rather tumultuous, no? I hadn't noticed. Oh, has it? How kingly an answer. Never missing an opportunity to display how capable you are. Commendable. Besides, most of those agitators are the kind of scum that stir the pot in hopes that they might benefit from the country's turmoil. Nothing I couldn't handle, of course. Own a day's work for the royal adjutant to the Citizens' Council. Quite an ally I've made, I should hope.
Hey.
I wonder if my mother would be slightest bit proud to see who I've become. That I'm doing my damnedest to use my talents for good, as I always should have. I'm sure she would. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yes.
I hope so. I was such a problem child. I'd like to make this a country where honest folk like my mother can be happy.
Now that you mention it.
Ah, that reminds me. Do you remember Daturum, my hometown's landowner? He told me to send you his regards. He's since confessed his crimes and is awaiting trial. You were the one who awakened his conscience. It makes sense, doesn't it? You've proven your ideals to be true. That's why the country is doing so well. There's nothing more to it.
Thank you.
I'm hardly qualified to speak of pride, but if this country has one, it's you. And I'm proud to be among its people. Perhaps under your rule, the day will come that even we Nidia can walk about freely in our true forms. I wonder what baby Alonso looks like. Ah, you're curious what I look like in my true form. I'd be happy to oblige, but let's save that for another time, shall we? They're teasing us, huh? This thing is still here? You know, this is not a fun set piece, you guys. How about we remove this one? Ooh, he has a little white undershirt. Ooh, that cool belt. Oh, man. But it's just a recolor of his coat, isn't it? Well, I guess a lot of them are kind of like recolors, but he's cute.
Oh.
Oh, he's sad. His funny little hat. Well, well, I see our king is out on some personal business, eh? I believe Hulkenberg was searching for you, but I suppose it's none of my business who comes or goes. I'm on break myself.
Just...
Only try not to frustrate your royal guards over much, They all take their duties quite seriously, much like their captain. Bah, who am I kidding? A knight who smiles is surely a myth. That's become clear to me since becoming titled. What could be more bizarre? A chief outcast, once a wanted criminal with a bounty on his head, made knight commander. There was, of course, some opposition at first, but the more heart-to-heart talks I've had, the more accepting they've become, albeit gradually. And the outcast became king too. They needn't look further than the outcast who became their king.
True.
Indeed. You face no shortage of persecution, and look at you now. Grand titles and posts across the nation are no different, spread across all the tribes. I've realized over the past year just how much a nation is defined by its people. No matter how great a king, he alone does not a country make.
However,
that he stands for those very people as a symbol and representative. That the king and those around him are of mixed tribes. It has already caused a great shift in sentiment, even for those in the rural villages. How's Tadari?
Now that you mention it.
And just how is Tadari these days?
Yes.
He seems as busy as he can handle, now that they've resumed trade with other villages. Their coronation inspired that village to greater heights. It proved that barriers can be broken, and that even they could take the first step. New winds are blowing in every corner of this country. I'll have to make another trip back home with my son to see the changes for myself, soon enough. With his son. Oh man, I wish they incorporated the amulet into the design. You know? And someday, I hope distant generations will grow up only knowing conflict born of tribal differences from history books.
We shall.
We have a ways to go before that day comes, but until it does, let us forge the path forward to it. Your Majesty. Oh. Hey, Bass.
Alright then.
Yo. Hey, out inspecting again. Seems the right thing to me, but I appreciate you going to all the efforts. Making your rounds, Basilio? Oh, okay, his portrait's cute though. Look at his, he looks so dapper.
Hey.
Yeah, captain of the Tradian Brigade, reporting in, and I'm pleased to report that there's nothing to report, Your Majesty, so I'm taking a break. Bit of a mouthful in it. Still not used to calling myself a captain, besides. We've even taken in some survivors from Luis's troops, you know. But don't you worry, I've got 2 eyes on him even when I ain't looking.
But
way I see it, they weren't the ones trying to make the world worse. Just gotta show them how power's supposed to be used, yeah? We owe it to you that there's less discrimination in the city these days. Fewer and fewer are turned into a life of crime to make ends meet. If Del could see Grand Trad today, his eyes would bug out. And not just Del, a lot of the guys who didn't make it. I wish they could have seen it. For themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. But as long as we keep him in our memory, it's as close to saving him as we can get. Vinka included. We built this place with a lot of blood and tears. Though I say those of us who made it this far owe it to all of them didn't to all of them what didn't to protect it. That didn't do it? Maybe I've got nothing to report today, but it's not like bad people just stop being bad because you're king now.
Thank you.
You've been through a lot though, so thanks for not giving up on us. Or the world for that matter. You spot any trouble that I didn't spot first, you just point me at it. I'll solve it quickly, like... My babies. I love them so much.
Alright.
Brilliant. Thanks.
Oh, Juno, you look so pretty. What? Oh my goodness. Look at you and your little witch hat. Ah. Oh, wait. He's here. I wonder what... Nurse! Okay. I wonder if the other candidates are around as well. I should look around.
Yes, hello.
To think that you, of all people, would end up becoming the king. I never expected it, but I will tell you one thing. Wax poetic about your ideals all you want, but when it comes to protecting the country, only power will suffice. The people don't all approve of a dreamer king. Oh, hi Ferret. Yes, I am basically talking to everyone, like we had a time skip and everything. I'm basically talking to everyone before the title, like before the credits roll, you know. I won't let you down.
Is that so?
Easier said than done. How much has the country truly changed in the past year? Have your policies truly fared better than Luis's would have? Oh, it's fine. You can watch the VOD. All you do is talk. You're no better than the last king. All ideals, no power. Just the same. Oh no, you had an evening set? Oh, now I want to look around Sunshade Row again. Maybe a candidate's there. Also, everyone has new outfits. All the party members have a different outfit. Look.
Thanks.
Look, it's your Benui.
Ah, brilliant.
Right here. Look at his outfit. Look at it. How distinguished he looks like. Basilia has a white coat now.
This place is
Doing.
Well, I sure don't want to go back to the old kingdom.
Oh. Okay, there's Julia.
Oh, very nice.
Nothing new here. Nothing new around these parts. Also, Juna now is a headmistress of a mage academy. She has a little witch hat. Okay. Scanned the Juna.
Well, well.
Oh, your majesty. Running around Sunshade Road this time of year. You must have some very particular tastes. Perhaps you've heard there is unrest across the land as the oppressed are rising up in revolt against their oppressors.
Yes.
Or perhaps that news hadn't reached your walled garden here in Grand Trad. History books may not be kind to this era. Shouldn't they rise up? Goodness, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you just endorsed rebellion. Don't you realize how your dangerous ideology has become the spark of new threats? The dim-witted of the world only fan the flames with their anxiety. Be it people or monsters, to be dissatisfied is in our nature. Ugh. Yap, yap, yap. Okay, Julian.
Well, I sure don't want to go back to the old kingdom.
Oh, I heard Catherine's VA. Ooh, Loveless.
Ain't this a pickle?
Ain't this a pickle? Who are you? Fabio. Wait, are they from the ship? I'm not talking to everyone.
Ain't this a pickle?
Brigitte.
Hey,
What's the word, Your Majesty? Just one question, if I may. When are you gonna lower the booze prices in this country? I'm only cold. Codinia. Haven't felt much like drinking till I black out so often anymore. Good for you. After I entered the tournament, I really went through some stuff. I was acting a fool on the world stage, and to you too.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, you know. Can't speak for the rest of the country, but you've done right by us, Parapus. You've got it better than we ever did. Some chuckleheads out there still trying to take their aggression out on us. They're just venting, probably. I'm sure you'll do something soon enough.
Ain't this a pickle?
Aw. Hey, Queen. How are you? The king himself? Out browsing the shops. Ha! Perhaps I need to draft up a royal certificate of appointment. Tell the world we supply goods to the royal family. Any recommendations? One igniter in particular, in fact, though I'm afraid we're all sold out at the moment. The igniter I made at the children's request, the one that lights up with rainbow colors, is selling startlingly well. The store was packed with families and children.
Say,
I now hold a position where I control the distribution of all manner of goods to have the kingdom at the head of the Igniter Consortium. As the head. Oh, so... Yes. So we replaced that. Another handsome Squidward lookalike. Alright. I can't help but think that if I hadn't been in this position sooner, then the church's violence, the tragedy of that village could have been prevented. Let's focus on the present.
Brigitte.
What matters is how we move forward, though, right? Wow, he actually says her name.
yes.
Indeed. I can dwell on the past all I wish. It won't change it. The future, on the other hand. I took up this post after I was nominated by my colleagues. In other words, I suppose that means people have expectations of me, and that I, too, am a spoke in the wheel of change. Our new king has changed this country for the better. However, as a former arms dealer, it would be naive to think all weapons can ever disappear from this world.
Yet.
It's all the more reason I hope that the reasons for people to wield them continue to decline. To that end, I'll continue doing all that I possibly can, with all that I am, just as you do.
Speaking of...
Yes. Do you remember my dog? Found the ones who took her. Naturally, I considered ending their lives. But there she was, sitting beside them. Evidently, they could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet creature, so they decided to keep her instead. The dog's alive! Let's go! Okay, this is all that ever mattered in this game. Truly. She's alive. The pupper. I knew it. I knew it. I knew she had to be alive. I had no choice but to spare their lives. I didn't subject the gentle dog to the atrocities I'd commit in her name. Of course. Should come play with her sometime. I'm sure she remembers you. I will! Oh my god, the pupper, she's alive! Oh, Yufa! Hello. Oh, Batlin! And Denny! And you, okay. I'll be right back. Oh, June. Jin! God, it's not June, it's Jin. Every time. Nuris. Actually, let's talk to Nuris.
All right now.
Oh, wow. Lena! Of course she's here. Oh. Excited soldier.
Amazing.
All right then. All right then.
Nobody on the golf. Of course nobody's on the golf tournament. No. Siba. Hi, boss. Oh, dang. I suppose I shouldn't be speaking to you so casually, huh? Then again, we were rivals, weren't we? And the Caden Workshop's the official workshop of the Palace Engineers now. Not that it's here nor there. Besides, I'm glad you got the crown. Still, lots of humans out there you'll have to deal with. And you'll need a gauntlet runner to get him. To get to him, Caden Workshop thanks you for your patronage. Did you fix it? Oh, actually no. Imagine if I got run over here now. That's it. That's it. Humans. Oh ho ho! What brings His Royal Majesty here? Come to feel the wind on your face too, have you? I know how it is. I have the fancy old title of Chief Engineer of the Kingdom Infrastructure Development Bureau, and can research as I please now, but something's missing. So I threw off that stuffy old uniform and came to gaze upon the runner in the way I do. I know how you feel. I feel like I know what you mean when you say something's missing.
Oh.
I knew you'd agree. I think my bones are aching to feel the wind. I rather miss the days of dashing hither and thither in the runner. Not that I'm grateful for the gracious title you've given to a man who used to skulk about, modifying gauntlet runners. You haven't seen anything yet. Why, one day I'll invent a teleportation device that will deliver fresh fish straight from the Oceania to your palatial place. It would change the world, wouldn't you say? Oh, just a bit, at the beginning, on the development.
Indeed.
And it's times like this I need stimulation of the mind. You have anything that might do the trick? Do you smell another relic hunt? Are you going to send me on a relic hunt again? Don't pretend you didn't enjoy it. Every time you'd pop back in with one, I remember how I could hardly contain my excitement. I do so miss traveling like that. Even if the relics themselves were better off left untouched, they become the guiding principles of my research, you know? Convenience is important, but one must consider safety and the effects it might have on the world. An engineer who dumps a burden on future generations is no engineer at all.
However...
Still, it's no small feat to design with a perfect balance of safe and revolutionary. Even I struggle with it, and I am a bally genius. Ah, I knew it. What I need is a stimulation, Your Majesty. You know, like the soul-shaking speed and quiver of a drive engine. You'll let me know if you ever want to go out for a spin, won't you? Our dear old girl's sparkling clean and always ready for takeoff. Alright. Ah, is that Your Majesty? But fortunate to bump into you at the end of the year like this. If there's anything my humble personage may be able to do for you, Your Radiance, I am at your service. Say but one glorious word and I shall most happily.
Honestly.
Okay, lay it on a little thick, aren't we? It's that forked tongue that got you in trouble last time. You hear me? One wrong move and I'm turning you over to Basilio. Gotta turn your life around. Of course. Done with dirty tricks.
The prince has become magnificent indeed. Aha!
Okay, handsome Squidward, what do you have to say?
May God keep you, child.
All right.
Huh? Are you surveying the city incognito, Your Majesty? Your escorts would be aghast. Not that I think anyone is truly capable of harming you. As you are aware, faith in the Sanctus Church plummeted after our misdeeds were exposed. I admit, we were arrogant and unjust, wicked in custom, but people have found salvation through the Church as well. I intend to restore the Sanctus Church to its true purpose, to offer salvation to those in need. As Sanctorac, and as someone who was saved by the Sanctus Faith myself, that is all I can do to return the favor.
May God keep you, child.
Oh, Denny, hello.
Hey.
Hello there, Your Majesty. It's great to see that you're doing well as ever. I've just left a meeting with the provincial lords. I also preach the Mustari teachings in various areas when the opportunity arises. Many still push back against such teachings, but that's perfectly fine. A country is well served by different perspectives. Many of the villagers have come around to this too, you know. I think that's because you all face such danger on our behalf. Still, it won't be easy to change the entirety of Ukronia. Its history is embedded deep in its roots. The country is larger, and some people will need all the power you have. The true test of your values has only just begun. Hi, Yufa. Oh, I'm yet to talk to Juna. Where are we missing? Katharina and Bard and my girls.
Greetings.
Working hard as ever, Fionn. Were you going about town and listening to what the people have to say? Myself, I've just come from the Crown Court, where I've been consulting with the people about their grievances and disputes as Chief Magistrate. The court has time for that? Shouldn't you delegate that?
Well...
Shouldn't a Chief Magistrate delegate such tasks? That's a question I shall throw right back at you, Your Majesty.
In truth.
As you're undoubtedly aware, in the past many citizens were sentenced to hang without so much as a trial.
Alas.
I'm pleased to report that things are different now. Anyone, regardless of race or status, can tell their side of the story in court and be judged equally and fairly. It just goes to show anything is possible, even for a priestess to become a chief magistrate. And my brother is making great strides as a village chief. He rather hated the role before, but he truly found his calling, I think.
The reason is...
As I said, no one knows what the future holds. It's all the more reason I try to guide people to good choices. I want to live in a society that practices kindness, where those who suffer need not turn to crime, and so I practice what I preach.
Now that you mention
The other day, I went to visit Ovi's church to inquire with those who are sick there about how the kingdom can be more accessible to them. How is Ovi? Is Ovi doing well? Yes, we practiced dancing together, and then we showed her mother. All of them are ready to ease into working again. Hearing them made me reflect on all the people who still need our help. Until now, the only people that those people had was God.
I do believe...
I want to fight for them to have options under laws and systems that they can rely on in addition to higher power. A country where all the tribes with all their values can join hands in harmony. That's what we need.
Because...
You aim to achieve that too, yes, Your Majesty? I hope you allow me to keep walking alongside you in this. My lovelies.
Ain't this a pickle? Dear me!
Hi, Juna. Kitty! Oh, it's not. It's Plateau! And he's with Juna. What? Wait a second. Is that the cat from the Academia? That place was made of magic. How is it here in real life? Say nothing of how he could have survived in the deserted ruin buried in the snow. That shouldn't be possible, right? Who knows? There's mystery after mystery around here. If memory serves, the last king did build himself a study in the Mage Academy. Do you think Academia was styled after that, maybe? I wonder what Moore felt when he put his little guy in Academia. The cat danced to himself quietly, utterly impartial to us. What? Kitty? Meow. It is the same kitty. So what about the Book of Apocalypse? What's that about? Is that like a new game thing? New game plus thing, maybe? Hey, Juna.
My king.
Oh, I love it. Oh, there you are, Fionn. Heard you were in town, so I decided to see if we might cross paths. I have so much to tell you about my inspection, so I'm afraid you'll need to clear your diary for me soon. Inspection? What inspection?
Hold on.
Really? Do you need to go back to bed? You were the one who sent me to the Mage Academy, were you not?
Well...
The Mage Academy's reconstruction is going swimmingly. Repairs are in full swing, and we're already processing admissions. I must say, I'm so surprised you appointed me, of all people, to be the Academy's headmistress. I was rather looking forward to going back on tour as a songstress. Oh, and I shall introduce you to my furry little friend. I scooped him up in the academy of all places. During the reconstruction, they stumbled on the little guy in some kind of observatory supposedly used by the king long ago. Considering the igniter around his neck, I'm sure he was being taken care of. I mean, there's no way a cat would survive alone in that cold, could he?
So...
Regardless, our mysterious kitty is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the academy. All that knowledge was lost when it fell, so we're starting from scratch. It may even be hiding secrets as big as the Dragon Temple or the Sanctum. Oh, and I'm keeping the cat. Feels like fate, you know?
Speaking of which...
And speaking of fate, on my way back, I met up with Myrtis. She's well, I trust.
Now we're talking.
She's keeping well, I hope.
Yeah.
More than well. Her throat has been fine, and she's a fairly prominent singer about town now. We both just keep soaring to new heights. Her in music, and me coming face to face with magic again.
Hey! Hey!
Surely you remember, music was the first magic born in this world, yes? Of course. When the heart expresses itself through music, it moves the hearts of others. And when they make hearts as well, why, there's no end to the magic. So you watch. With music and magic at my side, I'm going to change the world. All will have equal opportunity to hone their talents at the Mage Academy. Our doors are open to all. That's what my sister would have wanted. If it makes the world a better place, why isn't that just grand?
Magic.
Rella taught me that magic is more than a tool. It's in all of us, deep in our hearts. Juno, you queen.
Dear me! Ain't this a pickle?
Oh, battle.
Wonderful.
Oh. Well, hello there, Your Majesty. As laid back as ever, I see. I myself have been crying like a baby, for I find my position as Chairman of Parliament quite an unfamiliar one. Still, I've considered these open to all parliamentary meetings. Compiling all those opinions is indeed hard work, but work well worth doing.
This fellow.
It won't be easy for those who were at the church's beck and call to change, but I think they've been starting to see what they turned a blind eye to, at least a bit, no? A person who speaks the real truth to the public without yielding to authority. That's what my father and I wished for. A true and proper town crier. This country's turned over a new leaf, but there are still many problems to work out. It seems the rural regions are still suffering from human havoc.
I'm counting on you.
All I'm saying is we're a long way from utopia, but still, the first step is as important as the last, and we're taking big ones.
Wonderful.
Ain't this a pickle?
I can't. I love it. I love these characters. I was so invested into this world. I mean, it's been like 2 months since I've started this game. Like, it's crazy. Extended Goddard.
Right.
Well, if it isn't Your Majesty, it's been a year since you've ascended the throne, and a quick one at that. Feels like the strife with Luis was but a bad dream. Had you asked me then, I would have been wringing my hands about one so young leading the kingdom, but now, I'm embarrassed to have thought it.
Oh.
You had a keen eye to recognize the danger Luis posed, and a braver still to have fought him. You had a kingly caliber I never truly possessed. Still, a single year is but a drop in the proverbial bucket. Stay vigilant, King. Aw, he turned around. I still like how he has an igniter in his neck. That's kind of sick. Oh. Ooh, yeah. This roll looks so dashing. I'm saving him for last, of course. Ah, Your Majesty. It's already been a year since you've ascended to the throne, and 1 year since I lost my bid for it. Thinking back, I've no regrets. I've not been able to defeat Luis in the end, as you did. That's candid of you.
Yeah.
I don't know what I expected, really, but I believe in your power, Your Majesty. Though I'll not acquiesce on all fronts, you know. You needn't look further than your 6 partisans, your merry little band. I can appreciate your faith in your inner circle, but to award them all your key posts, why, one might suspect you of collusion. A country requires views from all walks of life. Or put another way, why not appoint me your prime minister? With my guidance, Uchronia would become a land of true beauty. Just when you think he's about to make a decent point, he plays his own angle. Don't let your guard down around that guy. Huh. Even these guys, like, everyone is here. Balva.
Alright then.
Lovely, that.
That's something.
What an unexpected coincidence, Your Majesty. No guards with you today? Ah, don't worry, I'm no tattletale. I myself just left a meeting going over how the provincial governments are doing. We convene for the new year. Or things in Martira.
So,
always as lively as it used to be, and we owe it all to you, Your Majesty. The dodgy mess you cleaned up for us feels like an ancient history now. And I'm pleased to report, as head of the provincial lords, it's nothing but good news reaching my ears. Better relations between towns has employment up and overall welfare too. Each town has specialties and wisdom to offer, and when we combine our heads, there's no problem we can't solve. I just feel so blessed to be a part of it. I know I made some blunders when I first stepped into the governor's role, but I'm happy to share my failings so others don't repeat my mistakes. Yeah, Barden's definitely the hardest voice for me to do in this entire game. Like, I don't know, I just can't find it no matter what I do. That brings me back.
Got to say,
I know I was trying to do too much on my own back then. I got a bit overzealous. Of course, some lords are like I was once, and would rather manage things at their own sole discretion than leave things to the people. And yes, taking every matter to public opinion can be laborious. But with all the proceedings and disputes,
then again,
still, changing our own lives with our own hands makes the process worth the trouble.
Brilliant.
And choosing a king of our own will was the inspiration we needed for change.
Lovely, that.
Barden's really...
Alright then.
I really like Barden. He's like very low-key, but I do like him.
Hello.
Ah, Your Majesty! It's an honor to meet you at this auspicious time of year. I know I was quite devoted to Luis at one point. His power was both overwhelming and alluring. Where do you stand now? I'm disgusted by my shallowness, if I'm honest. It's hardly an atonement, but I'll at least try to be straight with you from now on. Not to bring down the mood, but I wanted to mention, I sense something familiar among your supporters. I recognize it because I was the same way. In their eyes, you're a hero who conquered the monstrous Luis. They entrusted you with authority because of your power and their desire to be at peace.
Indeed.
Let us assume that the people have expectations not of your ideology, but solely of your power, king or not. Failing to see the difference may invite consequences. Please take it from someone who erred in his ways. The people of this country have not recovered from the unrest, and when they do... I like that we're leaving on the, like, not a happily ever after note, kind of. I mean, that's what I would expect from this game. Like, no way they're gonna, like, just, and we became king and everything got fixed. You know?
Young man.
Xanth. And these guys. What's that murmuring over there? What the? Mournful count. Are things really alright now? Am I alive after all that's happened? Yes, you are. It's been a year. We came out of it okay.
Real nice.
We've both been through a lot of terrible things, but we'll overcome them one by one. Yes. Oh, okay. Ooh, hey! It's Russell. Wait, is the old lady around here? She is! Oh my god. Russell, you're here. Oh, Gallica, and your highness as well. Ah, but that's no longer your title, is it? Excuse my impertinence, your majesty. Still, knowing that there's New Year celebrations were just around the corner, I couldn't resist returning to the capital to see how the kingdom was faring. How do you find it? I see smiles everywhere I go. The city feels alive again, and it seems as though its citizens are free to choose their own path. I must say, I never imagined that I'd return here without all the cloak and shadows. I owe a great deal to the work of Lady Juna. To think I'd be able to see Grand Trad with His Highness sitting openly upon the throne. All says, are you seeing this as well?
Yep.
Got a long way to go, but I know Grius will be watching. I should tell you, a sizable number of the villagers in the Sanctum have gained an interest in the outside world. I've been acting as a sort of their bridge. It seems the Dobring old fool has found a new role, to find the middle ground for both those who wish to preserve tradition and those who seek innovation.
Yep.
I couldn't think of a better man for the job, Russell. I'm sure it would be great to help the village. I fought so long to save this country, but seeing all their smiling faces now, I think perhaps I'm the one being saved. This is a country that protects its people, and the people shape the country in turn. Surely that's the world His late Majesty wished to see. Not to simply chase the idea of a utopia, but to shape it with our own hands. We've a long way to go, but I trust you'll continue to make this country stronger, Your Majesty.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Oh. Wait. I guess Maria is the last one we talked to then.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Hello. Any candidates that we've missed? Well, none that I remember, so I guess it didn't matter.
Huh?
Lady Greeday? It's been quite some time, hasn't it, Fionn? You've matured a great deal in the short years since I last saw you. Rumors of your rule have reached even the Sanctum. Some are kinder than others. Taking the reins of a runaway country must have its share of difficulties. Your face tells me as much. The frail child who could do little more than lie at the brink of death has come so far. Goodness, tears come so easily with old age. I'm grateful for you. I did nothing. You're the one who achieved everything.
But...
I'm surprised to see you in Grand Trad, Lady Greeday. It's a curious thing. I received a rather forceful invitation here, you see, from one of your friends, the girl named Truna. Goodness knows how many times she's already come to visit the Sanctum, seeking instruction on magic. Some of the villagers are rather smitten with her. She declared that if I wouldn't feel welcome coming to Grand Trad, she would have a highway built directly between the capital and the Sanctum. Oh, Juna, she probably would. So there you have it. Now then, Fionn, or rather, King Fionn. The 1,000-year seclusion of the Alda tribe may soon come to an end under your guidance. And yet, the journey ahead of you will be hard. The dreams you hope to achieve will feel just out of reach. So, do stop by and show your face around our forest sometime. Your mother cannot do so herself, but I can whip up some of her favorite dishes in her spirit. Oh, Granny!
Wonderful,
Thanks,
isn't
Gran.
it?
Hey, Katharina.
Hi there.
Oh, well, if it ain't the big man himself. Himself. Good timing, mate. Just got back into town myself. Long time no see, Katharina.
Oh, right.
Ain't it been? I've been out traveling since I took the reins on the Seekers Recon team. Hard to believe it's been half a year. And crazy doesn't begin to describe what's beyond the sea. The sights, the magic, everything's so fantastic I'm already itching to get back out there. I'm not especially keen on dodging the bloody cannonballs when my ship gets too close. Lots of tension out there, but what country isn't a little tense? Everything from the customs to the way they think is so different. My head spins. Makes all the tribal bickering seem right dull, if I can speak my mind. But the country is changing for the better. I'm glad I turned over the throne to you. Appreciate it.
Hold on.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Oh, come on, I'm just roasting you. After we knocked heads, I knew I could trust you with making the lives of us Parapas better than they was. All my cohort have found jobs and some of them even picked up new skills from being out at sea so long.
See you soon, I hope.
But don't you worry your kingly head. I'll have it all whipped up and report for you. Do something proper kingish with it, yeah? I wonder if there's ever gonna be like a sequel or like a game set in this universe again. Perhaps.
Say there.
God, look at him. The browns, everything. Oh, you're so dapper.
Say there.
Hey. Talking about the city again, are we? Which is to say, Hulkenberg is on the hunt, the classic game of cat and mouse. Though who is which, I dare not say. It's been a year since you ascended the throne, but it's like you've hardly changed. Say the same to you. You haven't changed much either, Stroll. That's Lord or General Stroll, Your Majesty. I'll never get used to such titles. I really should take a page from Juna's book. She has a gift for delegating, like she was born to do so. Not that I can talk. I actually came out for a bit of a breather myself.
Even so...
You know, I see now that even those at the top have their struggles. A little too clearly. A general's duties feel overwhelming at times. But there are lives hanging in the balance. I recognize the weight of every decision I make, and I do find satisfaction in protecting those lives.
Hey.
Remember our first meeting back at the recruitment center? I, a fallen number with nothing to my name, and you, a struggling elder traveler. Back then, my only goal was getting ahead. My people were a little more than an afterthought. If I hadn't met you, I'd never have realized the truth about my fortune, my father's intentions, and I certainly couldn't have saved the Hollians.
Thank you.
I owe seeing the joy in their faces to you. I think I've said it before, but again, thank you. Give yourself some credit. You need to give yourself some credit, Stroll.
No.
I would still owe any credit I could take to you for showing me that way. They live stable, peaceful lives thanks to you.
Hey.
You have a whole country on your shoulders now. The road ahead will be full of challenges we can't possibly foresee. But show me the way, and I'll blaze the trail. Now and always, it's my role as a warrior to be the vanguard.
That's why.
Our titles may have changed, but I'd like to think our friendship is steadfast as ever. Don't hesitate to rely on me, now and always.
Say there.
Oh, Maria.
Wonderful.
Anyone I missed? Doesn't feel like it, right? No, definitely not from this. Yeah. Well, time to head in.
So?
I think we've already heard all we can from people. Should we head to where Marie is to go see her?
That reminds
Being
me.
here sure brings back memories. Remember how we came here looking for Maria before determined for the throne? She was crying back then, though. She's happy now.
But
things are different now, though. You can say that again. This country's turned around since then, no doubt about it. I'm sure there will always be differences of opinion, but your ideals are really coming to fruition now. I can feel it. That reminds me, what's up with the book you're carrying around now? Is that the one you've been working on yourself? I'm excited to see what kind of fantasy you can conjure up. But maybe that's not even the word for it. After all, if you're the one putting it in ink, that means you're going to make it a reality someday. Now then, Your Majesty, shall we get going? Oh, Maria. It must be warm in the
hello
winter
there.
here.
Oh, right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Is the country any better now? Am I keeping my promise?
am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
Joy to see kids like her smile. The future changes slowly, and the burden of its momentum will fall on their shoulders one day.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too. If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream.
Place where I ought to be. The side of myself I had to show. Path is never clear.
And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
I need a Maria sequel. I'm counting on you.
Yeah, I'm counting on you. Let's do this together.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Everyone! Long time no see. How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there. Surely not.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Could have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
He's right. Capital can be a bit of a bubble. There will always be more to do and learn beyond its walls. God,
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't going to fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day, but we're in this together. We believe in you.
Oh, that sounds like you for
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh? Can't believe we actually survived it.
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
What would happen if you didn't do that?
When we fought to appease the dragon god, I had no idea we would have to face another 4 dragons.
Nor I.
Is this like an extra scene or what?
Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Life is full of surprises.
Right.
I resolved to believe in my ideals no matter what may come even back then. Even if the world is slow to change, a king's beliefs can never waver.
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
This is the time for credits, isn't it?
And not long after, the new year dawned.
Oh, some days later. Okay, never mind. I just, you know what? I'm happy for it to keep going. What, another month? 3 more hours of gameplay? 5?
A journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
I won't force you to come.
I won't force you to come. I'm fine going alone.
I can't let myself stagnate. I want to learn more about the world.
I already told you. I'll follow you wherever you go.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I don't care to be kingly. I just want to do what I can.
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, lad. Magla and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Right.
Even the most faraway future begins with the beliefs that it can be realized. So press onward. That's the best I can do.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun, besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the bally court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all. And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King, bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog. Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Everyone's going.
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't
Their
tell me
weapons are
you
gold.
called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you've no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
Aw, they are the main 2. Are you sure?
Are you sure about this?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
My friends and allies believe as I do. Their support is the greatest treasure I could have.
Still, this early into the new year? 'Tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? And we'll just have to lead by example.
I wonder if there's ever going to be a spin-off, you know, with these 3 again. Oh, and also Gallica and Eurus. And if that happens, I will miss June and Basilia quite a bit. But they are definitely the main guys. Yeah, and Heisman is like very close. But you can definitely see two developers like the most. Thank you.
Thank you. All of you. Let's be off.
Now this.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind.
Yes, I did. Oh.
Is fantasy a powerless creation?
No.
A timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope. And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
You're welcome, I guess. Ooh, that cutscene.
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
Oh.
They're
Nice.
awful, aren't they?
Everyone.
They would have left us behind. Oh.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Maria!
Wow!
In a cutscene!
Amazing!
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
Right!
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
It's no longer a desert around Grand Tram.
Let's go.
I need a sequel. Like 3 of them. Oh no, it's the credits. Oh my. Okay, character designer, Shigenori Soejima, icon. Like, all of these characters were so kind. And the composer, oh my god, concept art designer, like... Huh. Like, the characters, I still remember Zorba. I have not forgotten Zorba in the second part of the game, like, oh my god. What a game, honestly. This was... I said it previously, this is my game of the year for sure. And I just loved it. The inspirations in this, the messaging, of course, every time, like... the characters, the world, like, the references, and how, like... and how it really does feel like... kind of like a love child of all the Atlas games, even though I really only have indulged in the Persona series, and even then only like what, 2 games, Persona 5, Persona 3, oh, and also all the Persona 5 spin-offs, but you know, I could really see like where some of the like roots are growing from, like, and you know, I just enjoyed it thoroughly from beginning to end. It was like such an experience. I hope there's more, truly. Someday I hope there's more of this world, because I really, really liked it. as much as I do love a modern fantasy, I feel like it's been a while since we've gotten like a good, like fantasy game. Besides Baldur's Gate, and there may be more others. Okay, I just haven't indulged much, you know? That's the thing. Maybe I should have, maybe you could leave some recommendations, you know? But, oh, look at all that. Like, I really like this. I don't have much to say, I'm bad at speaking, I'm good at feeling. Wow, what a crazy thing. But, if the credits roll, I just feel like, wow, what a project. Can you cheer detective? Sekiro reference? Okay. Yeah. But, my. And the followers, like, all the hangouts, like, the characters, feel like on such a different level than from, like, even Persona. I don't know. I felt myself caring about these characters a lot more. Specifically, I mean about non-party member characters, like, Alonzo is definitely in my top 5 characters. Rating out of 10 for me. Huh. I mean, my first grade is like 10 out of 10, but I'm sure there are problems. Like, it's not like perfect, but like this is very much so something that I enjoyed thoroughly every step of the way. And I think it's cool that I get to share this experience with some people. You know, but you know what? I'm gonna say it. 10 out of 10 game for me. I don't have anything in my head that's telling me like this is something I would definitely change, except make it longer, make it infinite. You know, so I think that is a mark for a 10 out of 10 for me. You know, if there's nothing I would change, like okay, there's like only one little scene like I didn't like the being shot out by the sandworm, but like, you know, that's neither here nor there. It's some comedy, and it just wasn't for me. But I don't know, I liked it a lot. I like the characters. Actually, you know what? 9 out of 10? 9 out of 10 because I feel like there are some characters with some unfulfilled potential, mainly Yufa. I feel like Yufa kind of fell off. I don't know, like, I feel like they could have done more with her, and Basilius some more, but like, I still like Basilius. His characterization is wonderful, his story is great. It's like some hangouts, like Juna's and Yufa's I feel like could have been, okay, no, Yufa's hangout was nice, but it's just her as a character, kind of. Juna's hangout could have been nice, in my opinion, of course, nicer. I would have liked it more if it focused more on her, maybe her time in the Mage Academy, you know, since she obviously has a connection to it. Like, but overall, very polished, like, in terms of gameplay, literally nothing I would change. I love the gameplay. I love the mechanics of this game. It's like I love the team building aspect, like really figuring out the strategies and how my teams work with each other. Although I will say wasn't really a huge fan of the royal archetypes. I like them as like the final form of your character, but like it really felt like it invalidated a lot of the team building because like, oh, there's already the best one. It's like, why have a strategy when you can just spam the best archetype, you know? Except for like Stroll, I guess. I use them as a warlord more like. But yeah, I mean, there is still like some thoughts. There's still some things put into it with the inherited skills, right? So yeah, overall, really like the gameplay of this game. Just like, I hope when Persona 6 comes out, I hope they like take some inspiration from Metaphor here as well, like that. And of course, the messaging, fantasy, right? Like, this is like how fantasy is synonymous with hope. And you know, I really appreciate that, like the messaging of anxiety and like how we use. So what was the metaphor? I don't know. There's a lot of them. It's like, and like it's. But in the end, this game is about anxiety and how people deal with it or don't, you know, and how it's up to us to take the reins. But also, it's like the people we surround ourselves with. Even like little things like music help us ease our anxieties, you know. Fantasy of writing, things that inspire us. Just even religion. Like there was bad stuff shown about the religion, and then Yufa kind of was supposed to represent the better side of religion that actually helps people soothe their pains, and you know. So yeah. Yeah, no, good game. Good game. And the music, of course. Like, animation, I would say some of the cutscenes felt like I could count the frames, but you know, it was nice. I liked it. I really did enjoy it. I mean, just like, oh, final review. Good game. Yeah, play it. Yeah, the music. Just listen to it. Like, this is... It speaks for itself. I like it a lot. Oh, I hope there's... like, just the aesthetic of this game. Atlas, if there's anything, like, Atlas... Atlas is nothing if not a company who knows their aesthetics in their games. Yes. It's like, they have their aesthetics down. It's like, just the vibe unmatched. It sure is speaking, yes, it's spittin'. And once again, thanks to all of the people like whose names are rolling past on the screen right now. They really made this happen, and I'm glad they did. You know, this was a wonderful experience. Something I'll keep close to my heart for a long time. I'm sad to see it go, but you know, after this I'm just gonna start over. I'm never letting it go. It's like with Persona 5, I think I replayed it like at least 4 times. And that's like, okay, and that's before Royal came out. Yeah. Me without, yeah. No, we all need our like, we all need our brain. We not all need our like hyperfixation games. Thanks to Studio Zero. It's 20 plus 30. You know, Elden Ring is, I think, way faster to play through than like Metaphor or Persona. It's like, I clocked in my Metaphor playthrough at let's see, 110 hours. The Great Seeker.
Dear guest, from a world I shall never know.
Oh, there's more.
In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you.
Wow. Yeah, see, this is about like how fantasy can inspire us to like to change and to face our anxieties as well. And I really appreciate the messaging in this game for sure.
With all my heart, I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
You know, when in Persona 5 Royal, once again, a bit of a spoiler, I guess, sorry. You can just clock off for a minute. When Persona 5 Royal really goes about, like, especially in the end, it goes into escapism. Like, it goes into escapism and like the harshness of reality and how we like and turning a blind eye to it, and just and even if it leads to stagnation and you know just I feel this is a very much like almost like a needed duality to it, with Metaphor really going for like, but we still need that like sort of escapism to like help with the real world. With the real world and its harshness, there's a balance to it, you know. And I don't know, it's actually, you know what, after like I feel like after finishing something like Persona 5, going into Metaphor is gonna be a fun experience. Yeah. Or vice versa. Oh, another cutscene. Yay. What? Oh, parts of the old world, right.
Look at that. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
I never expected.
Oh, the rubble of the Corridrius.
Let's see it all. Let's see the world.
Writing our own book.
A new journey now beckons. In days of eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideas. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
Oh, Basilia
The
hides me.
strength to believe in the unknown. That can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
Fantasy lives on. I'm restarting. By saving your clear data, certain things can transfer over as it to a new game. You can transfer currently owned items, with some exceptions, money, mag, royal virtues, scan enemies, memorandum, archetype. Like, what am I missing in the memorandum that... There's more to see, more to learn. You can't be a true ruler if you just sit in your palace all day, you know? It's like... Versus scan enemies, memorandum, archetype statuses, and total playtime. Archetype statuses? What does that mean? Let's see. Yeah. Do we get a little crown on it? Oh, a star. Okay. Star. Star. Archetype status is more like learn. It's time for days. It's time for regicide. But overall, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. You know, I already said everything when the credits were rolling, but I loved, and I mean truly, I loved this game. And well, not loved, I loved because I'm gonna keep playing it. You know. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. No stream on this Friday, unfortunately. I'm gonna be going to a concert, and possibly not even on a Saturday, because I'm gonna be hungover from the concert, and I have many things to finish before the end of the week. I have to do a whole ass dance. But after this, after Metaphor, I'm gonna be getting back to Baldur's Gate, so there's that to look forward to. I am gonna be probably going more into Honkai Star Rail as well, some Genshin, but it's mostly just the main story, you know. I'm honestly been kind of tired of Genshin lately. Yay, Sakaluna, she's back! Yeah, so she took a short break, but she's all sorted now. Yeah, Honkai Star Rail has been really pulling me in recently, and you know, when Amphorius comes out, maybe I'll be streaming that. Oh. Subtle foreshadowing. And who knows, maybe I'll be starting a new title. Like, what are we thinking? Cyberpunk? Hey, Atlas. Or, what else is there? Hat in Time? Something. Elden Ring? No. I'm not buying Elden Ring. I'm not buying Elden Ring just to stream it. I also kind of, like, basically know everything that happens there. It's not fun.
I trust this.
Maybe Disco Elysium.
War is on the horizon.
So yeah. I'll think about it. Not today, though.